in the new normal of digital world. Let radio and television be at your fingertips. Get news and current events, entertainment, sports, kiddies programs, and more at your beck and call on Al-IyamoyeTv and radio. Just visit and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Follow us on all social media platforms. Then you are a global citizen. Al-IyamoyeTv and radio. Voice of the voiceless.
Woman don't suffer, lower everybody. Suffer, 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 enjoy forever. Money no like woman, woman no like woman. She no be like water. If woman ever marry you, then she no be woman. If woman ever marry you, she no be woman. If she no got
Hi everyone, good afternoon, beautiful afternoon to you wherever you are watching us on Al-IyamoyeTv and radio. Welcome to My Gender. This frequency, Al-IyamoyeTv and radio. On My Gender, of course, we'll give you an idea that it's all about, women talk, women gist, talk about anything, any topic related to, women, basically. This is where we just, trash out, discuss, and have, different conversations on any issue that has to do with women. So definitely, we are beautiful ladies. Okay, we are not three musketeers.
No.
We are three wise women.
Three wise women
today.
Two-star women.
Oh, two-star women.
Yes.
Oh, wow. Okay, so we are two-star women this afternoon. So welcome to My Gender once again on Al-IyamoyeTv and radio. My name is Modupe Akinyosoye.
My name is Risqat Funmilayo. Don't forget, a woman with a voice, by definition, is a strong woman. So
Yes,
we are
sir.
strong women.
Yes, sir.
Yes, we are.
Somebody is already.
I know somebody is
No,
jealous.
someone is already rolling his eyes and like.
Like,
Whatever you would think, just accept the fact. You like it or not. Women. In fact, the funny thing is, what men don't know, and of which secretly they actually confess to us that. Do you know that our gender is more stronger? Or, I beg your pardon, stronger rather, or more strong than them?
sure.
I'm like.
Even
So,
last
thank
week,
God
Papa
you
also
know.
has to confess. Even to this moment, he said something.
You already
He said, why
mentioned
is it
name.
that it is women that live longer than men. It is because we are stronger. Yes. He asked me this question.
Word.
This question
Don't leave me. Don't leave me.
We are strong. We are stronger than them.
Yeah, definitely. All right. Actually, if we start to contend that, we will not leave here today. But let's move to the agenda for today. All right. So definitely, we'll have issues to discuss. But we'll start with gist about women, going around surfing the net. And you just bump into different gists about women and all of that. I will start with this very gist I saw, and it's actually a cheering one. 9 years after escaping Boko Haram abduction, Chibok girl gets engaged in the United States.
Wow.
One of the Joy Bishara, one of the schoolgirls who were abducted from Chibok in Borno State by Boko Haram terrorists in 2014, is set to walk down the aisle in the United States. And Bishara, a former student of Government Girls Secondary School in Chibok and a graduate of Southeastern University in the US, recently got engaged to her partner, James. And the 27-year-old was among the 276 girls actually that was kidnapped by Boko Haram fighters in the first mass student abduction witnessed in Chibok on April 14, 2014. When I saw this, I was like, wow, 9 years after, and then she's now getting, married to the love of her. According to her, I can't get to see the way she captured it on, I think that was on Twitter or something.
You see this story? I didn't get it very well.
One of the girls that was
the-
abducted, yes,
Okay.
Chibok girls, is getting married, yeah, in the United States. Got engaged in the United States. Yeah, it's actually a cheering news when, escaping from abduction and then later going to the US and, finally, because thinking about that, the trauma of you being abducted and, you now got escaped. if they ask that kind of lady, her experience and things that could be going on our mind, in our head about being adopted, it's not a small thing.
You know that's why I said I didn't get the story very
Oh,
well.
okay.
I'm imagining the kind of trauma what she has faced during the
abduction,
Okay,
kidnap.
now you don't get engaged. Let's forbid, sorry, if God forbid, if my enemy is in a shoe, I won't even mention because based on the matrixness, but maybe I don't know, maybe she.
You will get over it. Life moves on. Life goes on. Yes, I understand the fact that the stigma, the trauma rather.
Yes.
But we are different, and the way we react to things. Some people actually, it will take them more than 9 years to be able to get away with it. And even before these 9 years, I'm sure that she would have continued her life. Forget about that happened and all of that. If you are not moving on, it will not help. That's one thing. You need to just move on, whatever situation we are facing. That's why I like Nigerians most of the time. When it has to do with things, we are resilient. We tend to get manage and find our way around things. You get. So I'm happy for her though.
Of course, I'm also happy for her because most of them give birth. So some of the girls give birth.
Yeah, of course.
So I'm so lucky to. I'm very happy for her that she's one of the luckiest. The luckiest person because most of them gave birth during that time that I don't think she has a child. Well, I don't know.
I'm not sure actually, but then congratulations to her. Okay, away from that, I saw this one gist again. Okay, somebody asked the question, was like, what happened to the last relationship we were building? So the lady replied, said, thank you very much for that question. Talking stage, I bought gift for him and he posted it on his WhatsApp with, una wan wound me with gift everyday delivery. Now so my name take turn una. It hurt, I won't lie, but it opened my eyes, blocked him everywhere and moved on. Okay, let me narrate this. Basically, this lady talking stage with a guy, they started talking and all of that. But we are different. So this lady is fond of getting gifts, part of those ladies that actually love getting gifts to men and all of that. So she was fond of getting gifts to, of course now, somebody that you like. It's not out of place for you to get gifts for the person. So she's fond of getting gifts and then she keeps delivering gifts to this same guy and all of that, just showing. I mean, actually I know people like that they are just, it's just natural for them to get gifts for somebody they like, especially the opposite sex and then, or opposite gender rather. What she finds out is that on her WhatsApp status, this guy did not even block her. The guy went on WhatsApp status to say, una wan kill me with gifts. Say, una wan wound me with gifts, everyday delivery. Now so my name take turn una. And then she was like, I don't understand. How has me buying you gifts turned to something that you should be ranting about on WhatsApp? I don't know the kind of guy the person is. Actually we are different. Like I keep saying. There are some people that if they've not eaten, it is on their WhatsApp status. If they get something, it is their WhatsApp status. You get to know everything about them on their WhatsApp status. You get. So I don't know if this guy is just somebody like that. That any small thing you go on your WhatsApp status. Oh yeah, WhatsApp family. This is what is happening to me and all of that. But this lady actually found it offensive when you come to your WhatsApp status and you're like, they want to wound me with gift. What do you think? Do you think that somebody you like, okay, like for example, someone you like and you start gifting, you just buy gifts for the guy, and then the guy now goes to WhatsApp status and like, they want to kill me with gift. Now so my name they turn on now.
Seriously, I'll feel offended. And I will challenge him that what do you mean? Firstly, what was your intention by uploading that stuff on your status? I'll get to know that definitely there's something behind that. Because if I should buy you gift, well, because I like, you should know that if someone that you like that you can buy something for. So for the fact that I buy you gift doesn't mean you should post it or you should go and upload it on status. It is what we can, within ourselves, you can appreciate, not until when you upload it on your status. So uploading it on your status, it means another thing to me. Like maybe it's thinking that okay, maybe I have interest in him. Maybe I'm using that gift to lure him into the relationship. You get that?
It could be possible.
It's impossible. So I will let him realize that hey, come here. I don't have any issue with you. I don't. If you think that maybe for because I get
you want to
gift,
buy, you want to buy his love.
Buy your love where
you want to buy it hard.
for where it's not possible. So I only gave you this gift for giving sake and for friendship's sake, not for other things.
But well, for me anyway, I'm always sensitive to the motive for doing something. I will not castigate you for you coming on WhatsApp because personally I'm not a social media ranting person. Any small thing I'll come on social media to come and rant and all of that. I'm not that kind of person. So I'm always sensitive to why are you doing this. So personally I will find out why you have decided to come on your status. What is the motive behind you coming to your status to, we can even joke about it if I find out that, of course, guys, these ladies that actually know how to still keep feelings and then they will give you, it's something else that will be on their mind, but then they'll be expressing something, they'll be expressing another thing, but on their mind is something else. But guys actually find it very difficult to keep their emotions. Like, guy, what's up? But ladies, we'll laugh with you, but then deep down in the inside.
No, it is called behind the BTS. Behind that stage, there is something. There's something very, very. Let me just keep silent.
All right. I have one more gist before we move to the discussion for today. I saw this one too. Man refuses to give up boss seat for pregnant woman. Says pregnancy is her choice. It's not my fault she decided to have a baby when she can't afford a car, the man said. These normal commercial buses, and then you saw maybe the guy was in the bus before the pregnant woman got in the bus. And then when the pregnant woman got in the bus, normally there are some gentlemen that will be like, oh, okay, come and sit down because you are pregnant, you get. So this man said, why will I? So the man refused to, give up the seats for the pregnant woman, saying pregnancy is her choice. I mean, she decided for her to be able to get pregnant, she decided to have baby when she can. She decided to have baby when she cannot afford a car. Why did she then get pregnant? Somebody now asked, where is your empathy? Sincerely, no, we actually have, we have. I don't want to use the word wicked-hearted men that are not gentlemen. That you saw a pregnant woman. Number one, she didn't get herself pregnant. She definitely didn't get herself pregnant, and the pregnancy didn't fall from above. I think we should be considerate and be our brother's keeper enough.
Yeah, you know what, Modupe? Sorry, let me cut in. This Ira Star song that said animal day in human form. Some human beings are like that. They just have this woman shape, but it is animal within them. Because when you should be considerate. When you see a pregnant woman, even that pity should be there. That she's heavily
empathy.
Wait, come and have your seat. Even not only, I know some people that, for the fact that you are a lady, and it knows that women
not even pregnant.
That we are wicked vessel. If you want to do something, you feel like you're a lady, don't worry, I will help you. Let me do it. Some perfect gentlemen are like that, and they know themselves. Because someone is not in the studio, they know themselves. So some men are like that. But why someone, even if like this person you called now, to me I won't say is a woman. It's not a man, because you should be able to. Yes, now. You should be able to. You see a pregnant woman,
but it's not obligated. It's not compulsory for him to stand up. It's a commercial. It's a public bus.
I know it's.
And he got to the bus before the lady. It's a choice for him as well to be a gentleman.
Yes, it's a choice.
and for him to stand up.
But do you know that
It's
that is countenance. That is behavior counts a lot, because you don't know people that are watching you in the car, in the bus. Sorry, I mean in the bus, they are watching you. So another day they should see that kind of man. Say, hey, this man. I remember one day like that. We enter bus. If you see the way this man reacted, so there's a way we should compose ourselves in the midst of people, so that to speak well of us.
The
So
question I will
we
even
speak well
the
of
question
them.
I will even ask the guy is that don't you have any woman in your life? So you're saying if you get a woman pregnant and then you see your woman, you did, I mean the man that spoke, and then your woman, are you saying you're going to buy, you can afford buying a car for your woman and when you get her pregnant? Okay, what if you cannot afford a car and your woman is the same woman that is this position? What would you do? So I feel that he should just put himself in that shoe. If it's your wife or it's even you, you were a lady and then you are pregnant and somebody is doing this to you, how would you feel? You will not feel cool. Nobody will feel
You should
cool.
have known that it is not everybody that have empathy. So as you knows how this kind of might be eventually gets married, you should know how he's going to treat his wife. He won't treat
It tells
his wife
a lot.
well. It tells
It
a
tells
lot.
a lot.
That's why I said the way we behave in the midst of people matters a lot. That is just it.
It goes a long way.
It goes a long way.
All right, of course, still my gender on Al-IyamoyeTV and radio. And to the gist of today. Okay. Now, okay, I was seeing an interview of a particular ex-beauty queen, and then she was actually talking about marriage, her life, and her divorce and all of that. And then she mentioned that when I think the marriage lasted for just a year or so, and then she got divorced after a year, and of course she's now a single mother trying to get. Of course, we have a couple of single mothers. I mean, kudos to every single mother out there. Really, you are doing a great job. The job of two people, you carry it upon your head. But then, at the same time, she's now doing it well for herself anyway. She has been doing well for herself, but she's a single mother. But actually, this is not news. But the part that caught my attention, that struck me most, was the fact that when she was asked that, talking about family taking you back after divorce, after you saying that, okay, you are not interested in the marriage, not dating. Which of course she has a beautiful girl with a husband, and then she got divorced, and so somebody asked her a question, how were the family able to take you back? And then she mentioned that they were even happy to have me back. And I asked myself, sorry, are you an African lady? Are your parents an African parent? Well, when I watched the video, I noticed that she schooled in the US, I guess. I think it was US or UK. She schooled abroad, and then she spent almost her life abroad and all that. And then she has parents that are enlightened. I mean, I don't think they are typical African parents. Because it is this part of the world that when you are divorced, as a lady most especially, you say you are no longer interested in the marriage. The mother most especially will tell you, that is your cross. Available anyhow. You must carry it. Whatever the man, I've seen situation where the daughter was telling the mother that this man beats me like almost every day. That has to do with domestic violence. Of which they are beating your daughter every day, and you're still telling the daughter that that's your cross. You have to carry it. You have to go back. Nobody will. Do you think you want me to be feeding you again after we already bid you farewell to your husband's house, and you want to come back to the house? Which height do you even think people will be? They will not say, "Oh, mommy."
No. Sorry to cut in. Some mother will be like, "Sorry, ọjọ́ tí mo ti fẹ́ fọ́kọ báyìí kí yàrá lẹ̀."
I've thrown it into the river.
That is what some typical African mothers will say. But let me cut in from this side.
Okay.
You know, marriage is an institution. Okay.
School us, please.
Of course,
School
it's
us.
an institution. And let me take it from this case of study.
Okay.
A child wrote JAMB. She meet up with the score, the required score. Then after that, she wrote post-UTME. She passed successfully. Then she gained admission. Then after the admission, after 3 years, when she got to the 3rd year, then she now realized that it was fake admission she got. Okay, now, what do you want this child to do? She should sit back in the school, keep deceiving the parents, keep collecting money here and there, and without opening up to them that, oh, she got fake admission. Or she should still sit back and face a lot of challenges in the school. Because to me, I see it that if you have a failed marriage, the first thing you should let your parents, let them realize, let them know that.
But what kind of parent? It depends. So if you are saying you should allow parents to know,
Okay.
we have different parents. So that's
Okay,
that's the bone of contention here.
Okay, now if the parent is not aware that, okay, I have a failed marriage, you yourself, you know that you are in bondage already. Okay, you should sit down in the bondage till your life, you give up. That is what you commit suicide.
That's the thing. That's exactly what my point is. You know, there are some parents that it depends on upbringing, the type of parent they are, and the upbringing. There are some parents that the way they instill fear into their children. If anything happens, they don't to tell the parent that something happened, and this was even where it happened. They keep it to themselves. And that is why you notice that as a result of that, some people are secretive. You know, some people are, what do they call it now? They call it sadists. Some people are this and that. You get?
Of course.
It's due to the upbringing. So, okay, now a parent that they don't give room for their child to come and report whatever happens to them. What will happen? Definitely, the child will keep to herself.
See, you are living for yourself. You are not living for your parents. That's just it. You are living for yourself. You are not living for your parents. Even what you are facing in that marriage, is your parents aware of it, or do they have that thing that you are feeling there? Do they feel it for you? No, you are the one in that kind of shoe.
But when they started the marriage, they were not giving feedback to the parents. Why should it be when he now crashed that you now go and meet them?
Well, it depends. You know, there's some child that they relate with their parents very well.
Yeah.
And don't forget that this marriage of 18 is not something, I know it's a union between a man and a woman, but you should know that before you agree to marry someone, your parents already aware of. You can't just go ahead behind and say, okay, I want to get married without your parents' consent.
There are some that got married without their parents' consent very well.
Very well.
So,
but in this case, she based
yeah,
on what
course.
I
they
read
got married,
about her, what she said her parents are aware of it.
Yeah, they were.
They are very, very aware to me. So I'm talking about those parents that they are aware of their children getting married. So when they have issue, okay, you said someone that is very, maybe due to background, due to the fear, like, okay, what my mom say, but that person should remember that it is my life. It is at least you've gotten to an age that you shouldn't fear. You shouldn't think of what my parents say when they hear this. Yes, I know what you should fear your parents, but that doesn't mean one thing that has to do with the judgment of your life. You shouldn't condone what that has to do with judgment of your, because this life of a thing is a one thing. Once you lose it,
one life.
Yes, now one life now. Okay, let's look at this woman's case. I remembered when I read her story. They said she do complaints to her mom. Her mom saying, "It's your husband. You just have to your marriage. You have to enjoy it." Even me as your mom, I have a lot of challenges, but I enjoy it. Now she eventually enjoy to heaven. So now in that her case,
so rest in peace.
May I so rest in peace. It's so sad. And another thing is, what we always think is that what will people say? Hey, will they be okay? Oh, she got married last year and now no longer there. See, let's just be facts. Let's be reality. You see, marriage is not for everyone. This is why I say marriage is not for everyone. Is when it comes to marriage, commitment. It is not everybody that can be committed to something. Some people are they're kind of the only commitment. Maybe the duration of commitment they can have just 1 year. Before yes, now because their feelings is
off track,
flexible. That is why it takes God's grace for couples to celebrate 20 years, 15 years. It takes God's grace because they might have encountered a lot of challenges that are supposed to even tear them apart. But due to the bond they've shared before, the friendship they've had before, they just when they thought of it, they say, okay, can see. So let's see a time will come in a marriage that the marriage will get, even your partner will get irritated to you. You get irritating.
Of course, you get already used to each other. You know, I was having a conversation with a married man actually, and I was like, how do you cope with the fact that you have somebody, just one person, the same person every day, every time, every moment, and then the person was like, the thing is, it's natural that you get exhausted. You're fed up. Like,
of course.
you are just too used to the person. It's just like they will say see finish, see finish. You get, but it takes intentional action to renew the love between the two. Now the question is, of course, the conversation. You can drop your view. The question is it a crime for parents to accept a lady after divorce? Because actually this came up with different backlash. You know, Nigerians, how they can be, especially when Africanized Nigerians, so to say. When she mentioned that, oh, the parents even, they were happy to see her back. I mean, back from marriage. Who does that? And then she even mentioned that the father didn't even ask any questions. She said the father didn't even ask any question whether what happened, what not, if it's something that they can resolve or something they can talk through and all of that. And do you think it is a crime? Do you think it is acceptable? Because some people actually still believe that divorce is a no-no, whatever it is. Well, some are already adding clause, deal breakers to their no-no thing, that if it's about domestic violence, no. If it's about things that it's actually like not unacceptable. Hey, you see that one? Actually, I don't think that one should be a yardstick. Depending. Well, my opinion though. That's my opinion. I'm not saying general. Of course, I'm not.
There are some levels of infidelity.
What is the level? What is the level?
See, some men are very confident to the extent that they will still be chatting.
The only thing is, what I won't take is you see about infidelity. All right, you see about infidelity. What I won't take is when you abandon your responsibility as husband and as a father. That is where I have issues with. But if you are being responsible and you're still a father, but then if you are not bringing virus and you are not bringing disease to the family, no problem.
I wanted to tell you that.
We'll
even if he brings diseases to you, then it's still acceptable.
You never see wife wey go give husband this thing. Don't worry. We'll come back and continue the
Let's go
conversation.
for short commercial break. We'll be right back.
Don't go nowhere. Still my gender on Al-IyamoyeTV and radio. We'll be back.
Money no like woman no like woman. She no be like water. If woman ever marry you, if woman ever marry you, she no be woman. If she no got him up for side, they go dey push you on the side, and eventually them go suffer woman.
Thousands are sentenced severally in the squawk in the traveling agency business. It is no staff travels and tour. We have in-depth details on how to successfully, without stress, secure your visa to anywhere visa, visiting student visa to places like Europe, America, Africa. It's no town. Staff travels on tour. Let's process and your visa for you, so you and Canada of an Umrah service to our Muslim faithfuls. Consult South Central Malawi, Abil 0802 or 006. Pay for peace of mind. Talk to South Travels and Tour.
Láfẹ́ tó ṣọ yìí ṣoge tó pàgbàmù ló ń kọjá. Of Zayana, House of Zayana, the name I know, fashion, quality materials and Zayana. Let's ma rojulowo Turkey wears, Egypt and Malaysia clothing, Dubai. Àwọn designer bags ló wọ́n fa wọ original ṣe. Àwọn ago kàjọ designer sunglasses and perfumes pẹ̀lú àwọn gbogbo nǹkan tóbìnrin àti mo débẹ̀ ojú mi ń ṣe mi èmi ni ó rà èmi ni ó mú. Ẹ̀yin mùsùlùmí ẹlẹ́sìn tẹ́ gbòógì gbọ́npa fashion tẹ́ wá nílò báyà lóríṣiríṣi. House of Zayana House of Zayana wà ní 52 ọjà Saint Redeemed Church Agape Parish Bẹ́òkúta. House of Zayana 081656886 Zayana ilé ìtajà tá a ti ń tojúlówó àti nǹkan aṣaralóge tí ń gbéni wà láfẹ́ tó gbayì fẹ́ wọ.
Woman don't suffer, lower everybody. Suffer, suffer for enjoy forever. Money no like woman, woman no like woman. She no be like water. If woman never marry you, then she no be woman. If woman never carry you, she no be woman. If she no got him off for side, they go dey push you on the side, and eventually you then go suffer, suffer woman. Now so mission, oh, shall we get assignment? Suffer, suffer for enjoy forever. To the intimidation she dey face, no be like water. If woman get confidence, oh, then she no be.
All right, of course, she no be woman. Woman don't tire for everybody.
Woman don't suffer for everybody.
In fact. All right, of course, still my agenda right here on Al-IyamoyeTV and radio, and we're still having the discussion. Is it a crime for parents to accept a woman after divorce? To accept a woman back to the house after divorce? Like, welcome, mommy. Whoa. How do I even put it?
Come inside.
You have done well.
Come and eat. They even
And say
prepare your favorite
which
meal.
African woman does that? Which African woman? But really, even in the midst of the fact that we say African women, we say mothers, so to say, we say no, you have to go back to your husband. You have to just endure. You have just this and that. I noticed that even these same African women, mothers, when their children, even before getting married, maybe they tend to do, make mistake, so to say, and then they some would get pregnant.
Okay.
Some of them, not all actually, some will send the daughter out, go and meet. Are you have decided to
get married.
to go and do what married people do.
So
Then go and
this reason,
just go and pack your load and let your husband take care of you and your children. Because actually I could remember one time like that in my family, that my dad called all of us together, and he called us. We're all seated and like, okay, actually the thing is, I'm not saying you should not live your life, but at the moments that the females among us, the moment that you get pregnant, just
you're out of the game.
Pack your load. Like, before I get home, when I get home one day and then they say, I ask after you, and then what about this person, so person? I don't want to call them already because I've not been in that shoe. What about so and they tell me that oti law. I will understand that you have done what? You have packed your. I already understand that you have gone to your husband's house automatically, because I cannot be feeding you and be feeding the child inside you, and even you. I can't be feeding you and be feeding the child. I'll be feeding the father of the child, whoever the person, even if the person has accepted to take the responsibility of the child. So, but basically, I still see mothers accepting their children. Like, even if they make mistake and then they get pregnant along the way, even before marriage and all of that, I've seen mothers that they will accept and be like, okay, it's a mistake. But then you still have some mothers, that night you are packing out and you are going to your husband's house. What's your take really on parents accepting, ladies, when they after failed marriage, and they after saying, I'm no more interested. I think another thing that got or caught my attention was the fact that, okay, she said they were married for I think a year or so, and then she noticed that they were not compatible. And when she was discussing that, she was like, they are both good friends. That they gel very well.
That is where I'm going to. That's where I'm going to. After the marriage, they are not good best of friends.
Yeah.
You can see that. So when we take it from that angle, it reveals to us that, you see, two hearts. Some hearts, they are meant to love, but they are not meant to stay together. The moment they stay together, that love will vanish. Yes, that is what you should know, that in our case now, it means that she and her husband, they are not meant together. They are just meant to be friends.
But how did because the question I always ask is, how do you guys get together? Were you blind when they say love is blind? Were you guys blind when you people were dating, and then you didn't know that you were compatible, and then it is after a year that you got married that you realize that you people are not compatible, and then you are not telling us that you are best of friends. Is it that we don't know? We don't tend to know that when we date, we don't tend to know that, okay, this person, I actually cannot get married to this person, but we can be best of friends. Is it that we don't know? Because personally, of course, everybody has friends that are of opposite gender.
Course,
you get
gender, yes.
For personally, I know guys that are my friend that I know that most sorry, we can only be best of friends. Most sorry, if you propose to me, I'm gonna throw the ring at you back because I cannot marry you. Not because I don't like you, not because I love you as my friend. But Sekpe will be waking up early in the morning to see each other and be doing different things together. How about Jao? We are gonna tear each other's clothes every day. Hey, we're not gonna have clothes in our wardrobe again. So I don't know how people tend to get blind at deal breakers and red lights, so to say, not be able to know that, okay, this person, because of course what you know is, like you said, marriage is an institution. It's just like the way I used to describe it. I describe it as a socket and a plug.
Okay.
Looking for the best plug to fit a socket. If you want to plug maybe a 3-mouth, you have a 3-mouth plug and you want to fix it in a 2-mouth socket, how does it want to fit? It will not. Even if you fix 2-mouth plug into 3-mouth socket, that one can still fit in. You look for one thing to shock the upper part, and then you plug that 2 mouth plug inside that 3 mouth socket. But at the end of the day, you will notice that it will still, it is not balanced until you get 3 mouth plug to 3 mouth socket. That's where it will fit, and then you'll be able to enjoy that relationship. So I feel that you already know what you can take, you can tolerate, you know what you can, deal with as a person personally, and then when you're trying to date somebody, we are trying to court somebody, you should be able to know. Maybe because we don't have conversations that we should have while we date someone. We don't go deep, in depth into some conversations, into some ask questions. As a matter of fact, I think I attended a seminar virtually about courting, dating, and all of that. And this person was practically telling us that as a single lady, have a list of questions. I mean, even if it's enter 1,000 questions, have a list of questions that you want to ask. You collect the answer. Sincerely, have a list of questions you ask when you are dating. Don't just allow your dating should be about go to bar, go to club, go on a date that you won't ask questions, dates that you won't have conversations. How many children do you want to give birth to? Not that you get to the marriage and you start having issues. It's me, in my family, it's after marriage. You now know that it's your family. You don't used to have more than 3 children. You used to have 12. You used to have 13. And the wife too will say, in my family, if you cannot have more than 2, it is after marriage. You know that this thing, you start discovering a lot of things. I feel that we should avoid and try to prevent a whole lot of things before we get married. Because I think we're already shifting the conversation. But then we're already shifting, but seriously, we are already digressing, but then it's still in line.
It's still in line because we still need to advise ourselves and the young ladies out there. Because you see, most time is that we ladies are nowadays, we believe that relationship is a game. We are just doing game. So eventually, maybe the serious guy now say, well, I think I've studied her, I've seen her, let me put ring in her. So the major thing that we're supposed to even focus on during the courtship, during the relationship, we are not focusing on. We are compatible because we do go to party, we do go to club, you do buy me gifts, so everything now is okay. Right. Not until when we now venture into it. Like my mom say, you see, marriage is a black market. Serious, that's how my mom do say, is that marriage is a black market. Because when eventually the person even the guy itself might be pretending. It's possible. Not until when you not venture into it.
I've seen situation like that.
So this is an animal that I got married to. No, serious now. It's an animal.
I've actually seen situation like that.
No, that I thought is a human being, because during the courtship, the way he do things, and the truth is, men can pretend a lot. Are we? They can prevent a lot.
Any woman,
regardless of the gender, regardless of the gender, but the majority carries. Majority carries the vote.
More men pretending than
pretending. Yes, and one of my lecturers will say, you see men that they pretend that men. The truth is, men. That is the person of Dr. Onakpa. I believe he'll be watching me now. That's what he do tells us then. That you see, let me tell you the truth. You see, we men. We are evil, we are wicked, because we love you women, we lure you into marriage. That when we eventually pretend like we love you, we pretend when we eventually get married, we now say what? So that when we are in the relationship, he used to help you to wash clothes, he used to help you. Then when you eventually get married, I say,
no, you buy
what is it?
You purchase a washing machine
just because
after marriage.
Well, it's possible, but still the same. You still need helping hands. Like maybe you want to rinse the clothes, and like, hey, what is it? Now you're already my wife. Those days that I do it because I just want to, because I want you to be my wife. That is why. But now that thank God,
God has done it for me. Now I've bought you.
Now that you are not my wife, it's your duty to wash clothes. So if you don't wash it on your own, that's that kind of. So that kind of lady now, how will she cope?
Right.
Although in Dr. Lawson case, she said it that the man is a good man, because they asked him that, okay, what is his offense that makes you to leave the marriage? He said he's a good man, but just that we are not just compatible. And I don't know why this lady now said they are not compatible, because this lady, she's a she's a well-doing girl, lady.
Yes.
And as well, even the man too,
exactly her point too. She said there was nothing that was new to her, lifestyle that was new, because she had everything. She didn't lack anything while growing up. So there was nothing that was, so you know that kind of lady, you know that whatever she will be or she will be expecting from a man will not be something maybe something she has enjoyed before or something she's enjoying. You get? So she's in the best so she's in the best position to definitely explain or definitely understand what she wants in a man that the man is not given. You get? So that's actually left to her. Our definition of compatibility, our definition of compatibility are different. It differs. Why you will say the guy is not compatible to you is different from why
that's why
I will say
one man's food is another man's poison.
You get?
And this is also tells us that beauty alone doesn't keep a man. Because this one we are saying she's beautiful, she's well endowed. If you see her skin, even touch it, you'll be scared to even touch her skin. So serious now. So for the fact that ex beauty queen can have a film marriage, this is telling us that
it's not about it's not just about there's part of it, but it's not just about
beauty alone doesn't keep a man.
Even food.
And do you know that
even the one that they say that the way to a man's house is food. My dear, canteen plenty, buka plenty. As a matter of fact, we have ladies that are willing to cook for him,
of course,
without anything, no strings attached to that. They are willing to say, don't worry, I will just do
you breakfast, your dinner, your lunch,
everything. I will do that. Definitely. Let what do you want?
No.
Okay, because of our time, we'll be saying our byes now. But then, just this conversation doesn't actually stop here. You can always drop your comments. What's your view, especially on parents accepting their daughters, their female children when after failed marriage, so to say? Do you see it as a crime or not? Do you see it as a welcome idea? Because some people will actually argue that we are saying we want to reduce the number of divorce. You are saying parents should be accepting them. Are you not contradicting yourself? Well, you can tell the kind of dispensation that we are in at the moment, the kind of people that we are in. Like I was seeing a video of a lady that was saying that every woman should try as much as possible to keep her husband, because there is nothing out there. There is nothing out there. Keep your husband. Don't say because once you want to any small thing you want to divorce. Any small thing you want to divorce. Actually, there are some people that their reason for saying they are not doing it, they are no longer interested in the marriage. Actually, not. There's something that anybody could handle, or they could actually handle. Like, it's not like a deal breaker for just anybody to say I'm not interested, like domestic violence or something that is huge that anybody has October.
Though majorly, if we say like when it comes to divorce issue, it just, to me, I think it's just two
breakers for you, deal breakers.
Which is number one, reason for divorce is domestic violence, and number two is this infidelity. These two.
Do you think you cannot infidelity? Yeah. There's no word like that. So I want to use the word infidel. Don't you think you can cheat? You how sure are you? How sure are you that you cannot cheat?
In as much I'm
in your marriage.
In as much I'm a married woman, I can't cheat on my spouse.
You cannot say that. You can't assure yourself.
Will be there.
You can't assure yourself.
I know that. I know change is constant, and then emotions. When it comes to women, we are very, very fragile. Our heart is fragile. Before you know it now, maybe you've seen, maybe your man is not providing you the care you need. That is one reason husbands too should make sure that they give their wives care. When you are giving her care, what she needs, even that, you will use that to cover her eyes. She won't be able to see other guys outside. That is just the truth. So that is why you should perform your responsibility as a man. When you are performing your responsibility as a man, that woman, she won't have she won't have that thing will not come to her that let me cheat on my man, because you know this man is really trying for me. So it's as if when you are providing for her, it's as if you've covered her face.
But talking about providing for her, you know, there are some things that they aid some things, like they help to aid, they enhance, so to say. For example, if I'm at home, I'm a full housewife, I don't have anything I'm doing. Okay. How don't you expect me to? And my husband definitely is doing everything he's supposed to do. But of course, my husband will go, and then even there are some that maybe they are weekend husband. It's just weekend. So how do you expect me not to have that thought that? And then another enhancement is having friends that you go out together. Let's club tonight now. Let's club tonight, and then you go to club and you say, no, my husband is already providing everything, and you think temptation will not come. I think the person will not fall into temptation. No. You don't know that an idle man. Is what? The devil's
workshop.
Idle hand is the devil's workshop. So you never can tell. You just saying you are sure. You cannot be sure. I'm telling you now. Don't be. It takes the fear of God.
Of course, it takes the fear of God.
All right, we have to go. Definitely, you have to go. But then, for me, taking a parting shot, for me, I feel that before, as a parent, if I say I want to embrace my daughter, we have to have a round table talk. If my daughter is saying I'm no more interested in the marriage, and me as your mother, I'm in the marriage, I have not divorced, I'm married, we have to have a round table talk together with the husband. Well, I want to hear why you want the marriage to end. Is it tenable? Is it something that we can work with? That's for me, Sha. And then if we can work around it and of course settle it, we actually have some marriages that they came back together after divorce. Even after divorce, they came back together. You get. So I feel that aside things that even domestic violence, sometimes I've seen cases that the husband had to go for therapy sessions, go medical advice and all of that, and then he got better.
Do you know that?
We even had addicts, drug addicts, that they got better, and then they went back to the marriage.
Do you know that this thing you just said reminds me of one story? A couple, they want to divorce, and the court give them, they will give them time to go and think about it.
And then they came back together before
the wife now came back with pregnancy for the man that he wants to divorce. And then they're like, hey, what is happening again?
I know about the gist. So for me, anyways, we'll talk about it. I will not just, let's not encourage any small thing. Bruh, you are welcome, you are grand. No, it shouldn't be. Actually, it shouldn't be. Then everybody out there will now be divorcee. We now have different divorcee. Someday maybe we'll have divorcee association of divorcee, and they'll now start having. But for me, I just feel that should be done. I will have to have a round table talk, and then we'll just. What about you?
For me, I would say that try all your possible best to ensure your marriage works for you. But if you know that it's beyond your power for it to work, then you have to call the two parents. You have a round table, just like my co-host said it. You have a round table, then you talked about it. If the reasons for the divorce is genuine or are genuine, then you can go ahead. But if it is not genuine, my dear, you are going back to the house.
Carry like an African woman.
Yes, you've signed it. You've signed the deal that I've accepted her as my lovely husband and lovely
through
woman.
thick and thin.
Till death do us part. So till death do both of you part.
All right, thank you so much. Till next week on my agenda on Al-IyamoyeTv and radio. I remember Modupe, Akinyosoye. Bye for now.
My name is Risqat, Funmilayo. Don't forget to always like all our posts. Don't forget to comment and also share all our content. I will say do enjoy the rest of your day. Bye.
Bye.